Have you ever wanted to go one-on-one with Steven Chilton and Richard Burnish? Well, now's your chance. East of the Rockies, 510-423-0637, and west of the Rockies at 510-423-0638.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Jesus Chatline.
The Jesus Chatline.
Yeah. Sorry it took us a little bit longer to set up today than it normally does, but I hope it really is worth it.
I think it's going to be worth it. Perhaps we should start by introducing ourselves for those who are new to the program.
Yeah.
My name is Steven Chilton. I'm the co-host of the program.
And I am Richard Burnish, and we're coming to you live on Montclair Public Access TV3. So a big hello to everyone watching on their sets.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And the same as always, our phone lines are open. So east of the Rockies, we have a line that's, what is it? East of the Rockies is what, Stephen?
It's 510-423-0637, and if you're west of the Rockies, it's 510-423-0638.
Great. So our phone lines will be open momentarily. So settle in. Thank you again for tuning in on Montclair Public Access TV3. And as usual, I guess, would you like to, how do you...
Well, I think what we should do, Richard, is perhaps start with a prayer.
Okay.
As anybody who has been following the news lately knows that in Colorado there was quite a disturbing incident that happened at a recent screening.
Yeah, I believe it was at the new Spider-Man movie.
So that came out. Yeah. So of course we would like we feel it is only appropriate to say a prayer for the victims of violence.
Okay.
So maybe we'll begin that, and Richard, we can maybe... I say to you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. Lord, I come to you wounded and in pain. Violence has been done to me. I am in need of healing, of your gentle touch, your tender voice and compassionate heart. Please help me to transform my pain into new life. And this we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen. And I know that prayer was directed towards, it was saying me, but when we say me, we mean the victims of violence.
Yeah. Okay, so the number is on the screen, and call in to speak with our producer, Chad, and he will queue up our lines, I guess, and we can start taking some calls. So for anyone that maybe was affected by the shooting at the theater that needs help or strength or guidance, or anyone that just is going through some troubles in their lives, the phone lines are open. We are here. We're here for you, okay? So we're going to take a quick commercial break, allow those calls to be screened and queued up, and we'll be ready to take a few.
We'll get right to it.
Okay. So everybody settle in, and we'll get right to your calls. We'll be right back after these commercials.
Hope, love, inspiration. Let Richard Burnish show you the way. Host of Jesus Chatline and author of the Neon Bible, Richard's goal is to rid the internet of filth. Life wasn't always easy for Richard, but through the power of our Lord, he was able to overcome the temptations of evil. Let Richard show you God's road to redemption and change your life forever.
Richard Burnish, he influenced my life in a lot of ways, made me who I am today. The path to redemption, yes.
Richard Burnish has changed my life for the positive.
I like his style. It's influential.
For stories, inspiration, song, and your phone calls, join us on our crusade. Richard Burnish.
He is our Savior. He is the Son of God. He is the author of our salvation. He beckons, follow me. He instructs, go and do thou likewise. He pleads, keep my commandments.
God came to Richard and Steven with a dream of a new house of worship, a house devoted to the one true word, the Neon Bible. Thus began their leap of faith. Through the generous donations of our disciples, Richard and Steven have purchased holy ground where the Church of the Neon Bible will stand. Brick by brick, they will venture into erecting the greatest man-made structure that man has ever seen.
Ingredients.
I don't know if it's not on. Okay, it's on now. Okay. All right, sorry about that, everybody. Okay, we have our calls lined up. Our first call is coming from Brandon. Okay, hello there. You're live on the air with Richard and Steven Chilton.
Hello?
Hi.
I can't really hear you guys online.
Okay. Check. Can you
hear us now?
Not yet. I can hear you now.
Good. Welcome to the show. What would you like to say?
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that you guys are my saviors, and I love tuning in every now and then and coming and seeing Richard and Steven, and you guys really keep me in line.
Well, thank you. Thanks.
That's a wonderful compliment.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We love getting calls like that. We really do. It really makes it worthwhile. It's not easy finding the time. It's not easy. It's not easy always reaching out to people because some don't want help.
No.
And it can be frustrating. But when we get a call like that, it's great. It's great to hear.
It's off to a good start this evening.
Okay, let's go to our next call here, coming in from the East Coast. Hello, caller. You're live on the air on the Jesus Chatline on Montclair Public Access TV3.
Hello?
Okay, hello. Yeah, turn down your television set, please.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Okay, go. All right. Just a reminder, everybody at home, please turn down your television sets because it will feed back.
Okay, is it all ready now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, caller.
Oh, how you doing?
We're doing very well this evening. How about yourself?
My name is Tyler Baxter.
Oh, just stick to first names only.
This is the internet, so just first names, Tyler. Okay.
Oh, there's a lot of my names. So.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's okay. And your question, Tyler?
You guys are awesome. I love you guys.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so I'm having this trouble in my family right now. And I think my sister might be a little acting weird. And I don't know if it's demonic or anything.
What kind of weird behavior
go on.
is she displaying?
She kind of wakes up in the middle of the night just, pacing, and I'm kind of scared to even go out to even look at her. Just, I tell my parents and they don't believe me, but I don't know what's going on.
Well, I don't know. Perhaps it just sounds like restlessness to me. Could be a lot of reasons why somebody would pace around at night.
Have you just tried talking to her? Have you asked her why she was out last night?
Yeah. Sometimes she speaks in like different languages. It's kind of weird, and I don't know where she's getting all these languages from.
Okay. Well, my best advice, if you think something is up, would be to talk to your parents. Tell them your concerns, and if there is something going on, have a sit down with your parents and her and talk it out. That'd be my best advice.
And if you need to take it a step further, I would go to your local pastor.
Yeah.
And discuss it. Your local pastor is always waiting for you to speak your problems. A pastor is not going to tell you to leave.
No,
Trust me.
No, definitely.
No.
No.
So, okay. Well, let's try going to the west of the Rockies line now. Go ahead, caller. You're on the Jesus Chatline.
Oh, how's it going, Steven?
Good. You're here with Steven and Richard. What is your question?
Oh, I think you're both a bunch of faggots that suck each other's cocks.
Okay, we're going to go to the next. We're going to go to the next call. We're going to go to Chris, east of the Rockies. Go ahead, Chris.
Hi.
Hi. Do you have a comment tonight, or do you have maybe perhaps a comment on the screening shooting?
Well, it's not really a comment on the screening, but I do want to tell you that y'all's camera is a little bit shaky, so I'm just letting you know that. And as a big-time fan, that you guys really changed my life.
Wonderful. I don't think the camera's shaking. There's no rumbling going on around here that I'm aware of. A storm just passed through, and we got a little bit rumbled, but other than that, I think we're good.
It looked like it was kind of bouncing just a little while ago, so I'm just letting y'all know.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, caller.
Not a problem. Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Okay, I got East Coast here. Welcome to the Jesus Chatline on Montclair Public Access TV3. Caller, you're live on the air on Montclair Public Access. Yes, go ahead. Okay, I'm going to hang up on that one.
Yes.
Okay, I got another one here in the East. Hello, you're on the Jesus Chatline, caller. Go ahead with your problem.
Hi, I was wondering if I could talk to Richard. I had read the book, and it really has made a significant difference in my life.
Okay, well, I'm right here. Go ahead, caller. I'm glad to hear that. Tell us your story.
I just wanted to say that you are a flaming faggot, and you could suck a nigger dick.
Okay, we're going to be... Okay. All right, we're just going to go ahead to the next call. Hello, caller. You're live on the Jesus Chatline. Welcome to the program.
Am I on the air?
Yes, you're live on the Jesus Chatline.
Oh, hi, Richard. My name is William, and I'd like to say thank you for having me on the air. I'd just like to testify that you guys really changed my life for the better.
Well, thank you very much, caller. Tell us a little bit more. I mean, for the viewers in the room, I'm sure they'd love to hear your tale.
Oh, sure. Well,
how is it that we've helped? Just how have we helped? We love hearing this.
Okay, yeah. Well, as a child raised in the East Side, I lived sort of in like a bad neighborhood, and I usually play on the playground when I was little, and I get bullied a lot, especially during playing basketball and my neighborhood in Philly. But and I became really depressed and stuff, and I started taking drugs and stuff. But when I saw your show, my life really changed for the better. Now, thanks to your show and the support from my family, you know, they sent me off to California in the west side, but right now I'm in the east side for a vacation. But they sent me down into on the west side in California, and I really enjoy living there. And there, my family started talking more about the Jesus Chatline. It was in Bel Air, and yeah, I really love your show.
Well, thank you so much. I'm glad that we were able to help you out in some way. So thank you.
Okay, well that was a good call. Thank you very much. Should we
let's take a look here on the east?
Yeah, we're
west
going to
coast
go
here.
to the west of the Rockies now.
Okay.
And welcome to the Jesus Chatline.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, who's this?
You're speaking with Richard and Steven on the Jesus Chatline.
That's right.
Where?
Now we're going to have to
Hello?
move on. Yeah, go ahead, caller. Turn down your television set.
Hold on.
Okay, we're going to put him on hold, and we're going to move on to our next caller. Go ahead. You're on the Jesus Chatline with Richard and Steven. Go ahead, caller. Okay, this one is not working.
Okay, I got one here. We'll go to the east of the Rockies. Hello, caller. You're live on the Jesus Chatline on Montclair Public Access TV3.
Hello?
Hello. Yes. What can we help you with?
I have a question for Rick.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah. That's why we're here.
Why are you so fucking gay?
Okay. Hello, you're live on the Jesus Chatline.
Hello?
Hi, you're live on the program. What can we help you with today, caller?
Am I actually live? Like, I'm watching you live and it must be lagging or something.
There's a bit of a delay, yes, but you are live on the program, yes.
Oh, that's crazy. Cool. Hey, I was just wondering how God has worked in your guys' life. Like, how has He worked His magic in your life?
Okay, Steven, how would you like to?
Well, I mean, it's been such a profound change. I guess in order to kind of answer your question, I have to go back a little bit to Richard and I meeting. We were actually, we worked on a construction site together.
Yeah, we did.
And we had to endure, well, there was a lot of classic rock, of course, but, you know, aside from that, it was a very vulgar, vulgar scene. There was a lot of rough talk by our coworkers and our boss.
Yeah.
Didn't appreciate us at all.
It was a dark time, really, for both of us. We had just met on this site, and we both kind of were dealing with the same type of issues at that time. Like, we both really didn't fit in with the environment and working on the construction site, and we were kind of struggling with that. There was a lot of drinking involved with a lot of those crews. There was a lot of drug use. It was the wrong.
We drove an import truck, which was frowned upon as well, and that, you know, that's neither here nor there. But it's
really
help.
silly. It really was silly. These things happen.
Yeah, and so what happened was Richard and I, one day were we were actually fired from the job site. And it was at that point that we banded together and decided to start up this program, to leave the life of construction and, we'll leave the trucking for another day, but we were also involved in some driving truck. But we
a long time ago.
that wasn't that.
Seems like a long time
That seemed
ago.
like a long time ago, being out on the road.
Yeah.
But anyways, here we are. And so to answer your question, sorry, but to get to the point, yes, the Lord has guided us to this place we're at now to help all the kind folks out there.
Okay, I hope that answers your question. We have someone else coming up here on the East Coast. I was at the West Coast. Hello, caller. You're live on the air. Go ahead with your question.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I have a lot of problems with masturbating, and I want to know your stance.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick break and just go over some of our calls, our screening. We'll be right back.
Okay, and welcome back to the program. At this point in time, I'd just like to bring up our webpage. It's www.jesuschatline.com.
No, it's three W's.
Oh, okay. www.jesuschatline.com. And if you go there, you'll see an F in the top corner. And actually, Richard and I, we now, believe it or not, but we now have Facebook.
Yeah.
So if you go there, you'll see links to both of our Facebook pages. And if you click on those, you can go there and see all the tweets that we have. And we can communicate with you all. Okay?
It's a great place to share pictures, share stories, and songs that some people also like to post up there. So if you want to get on the fun, definitely check us out at JesusChatline.com.
Okay. So let's go back to the phone lines. We're going to go east of the Rockies. Go ahead. You're on the Jesus Chat line with Richard and Steven.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
We're doing pretty good tonight.
Very well, thank you.
Good. I have a couple quick questions here, and I'll get out of you guys' feathers.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, I ordered Richard's package a while back, and apparently it was delivered to my house. I was not there. The neighbor told me this. They said there were two men knocking at my back door. Nobody answered. So they started banging really hard. No answer, of course, they said. So they left a large package in place. Well, my neighbor had told me that two raccoons, they came out of the bushes and ran off with this package. And I was just curious if I could place another order for this package of Richard's.
Well, I don't know who was in charge of delivering it. I think once the order is processed and leaves the warehouse, it's kind of in the hands of the postal service. So I'm sorry to hear that you had a problem with that.
Yeah, for all the viewers that aren't on JesusChatline.com, we have an online store where you're actually able to purchase Richard's package. It's an accelerated Bible reading. And this is what the caller's referring to, but this is maybe we could take your details and get this sorted out.
Yeah, I think we can help you out. I mean, we're not responsible for the postal service, but in this case, we will help you, and we thank you for ordering Richard's package.
Well, you're welcome. I'm glad to get things sorted out. I have a question about the prayer towel.
Yes, our prayer towel. Yes, go ahead.
Well, someone unofficial to the Jesus Chat line had given me a message saying that it was available at this website called ampland.com, and I browsed, and it seemed to be just musical items of sorts. I think I was lied to.
Yeah, no, the Jesus Chatline products are only available at our online store off of our website. Anybody else? I've not heard of this, of anyone else claiming to be selling our products. That's not correct information.
Okay.
But I'll tell you that Yeah, I don't know much about amps, but I do know that Richard plays a mean guitar. And maybe later in the program, Richard,
maybe we could pull out the.
You can do a
acoustic,
demonstration.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, we could do that. We could try that out a little later.
All right.
Okay. Well, let's send an email definitely to info@jesuschatline.com, and we'll look at this for you.
We will.
Yeah.
And thank you for your call.
You're welcome.
Okay. God bless.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that the package didn't.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate, but we'll fix it. Okay, we're gonna go now to this end of the country. Hello, caller. You're live on the Jesus Chatline of Montclair Public Access TV. I said Montclair. We do care.
We do.
Go ahead. You're live.
Hi, I was calling in because today is my great-grandfather's birthday.
Oh.
And
happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
How old is he turning?
Yeah, he'd be turning 110 years. He'd be turning 110 today.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, he was a World War II veteran.
Wow.
Oh, a military man.
Wow,
We have a video later on we'll play in honor of your great-grandfather.
Yeah. It was quite tragic. He actually died during the war.
I thought. Is it the anniversary? Sorry, Carl, I misunderstood. I thought you were saying that your grandfather was turning 110 years old. Is it the anniversary of his?
I'm just honoring him for the participation he took in the war and how he gave his life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was quite tragic. He actually died in a concentration camp.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
very.
So he
ended
was
up falling out of a watchtower and then got beaten to death by the prisoners.
Okay, well, here's what we're going to do for your grandfather. We have a salute that we like to do for men of the military.
Yeah.
We're gonna play that for you right now, okay, caller? This next little, if we can, Chad, if you can load this one up into buffer A, the military. Here's this goes to that poor man's grandfather who lost his wife, his life in World War II. Okay. So, in memory of the man, the dead man, the grandfather, we play that salute. So, thank you for that call.
Okay, and we're going to go right back to the phones now. Let's try this one. Go ahead, caller. You're live with Richard and Steven.
Hi, my name is Mark Devine from Christ Unlimited magazine. I was wondering if you would like to do a short interview. We're a Christian magazine based out of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada.
Okay.
Seeing as this is one of the first times we've had the two of you on camera here, I figured this is the perfect opportunity to ask you guys, what is a day in the life of Richard and Steven?
A day in the life? Well, it varies. On a day like today, it's a lot of preparation for our program.
Yeah.
We start off, of course, with Mass, going to Mass, and sometimes partaking in the service. Richard gives a very good sermon.
Yeah.
And it's just a lot of running our ministry. A lot of time just reaching out and
working with our youth groups as well, keeping our kids, well motivated, and I'm blanking out the word I'm looking for. The mentoring, mentoring, our mentor program. It's there's a lot of that, but I mean, there's a lot of research that goes into today's issues.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, Richard really likes to interact with the boys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He seems like he's good with kids. I also like to ask a couple of questions to every person I interview, and that is, I take a page from the book of James Lipton, and I ask the 10 questions from inside the actor's studio. If you guys wouldn't mind answering those.
Could you pick like just maybe one for now?
Yeah.
We have a lot of calls lined up here.
All right. Well, let's go with the obvious one. If heaven exists, which it does, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Okay, thank you for that, and thank you for your call as well, Richard. Would you like to field that one, or I mean, I'd like to think that he's going to be there waiting for us to wish us or to congratulate us, and to actually tell us that it's a job well done that we have done here on Earth.
Yeah, that would be my dream, to cross that finish line and have him, really thank us for, carrying out where Jesus left off, and taking it to the next place, and that's what I'd like to hear.
That's a good answer.
Okay. All right, we're going to go now to the East Coast. No, actually, there we go. Yep, to the East Coast. Hello, caller. You're live on the Jesus Chatline on Montclair Public Access TV3.
Hello.
Hey, go ahead with your question.
Hi, Joe.
Yeah, I said go ahead with your question. Okay.
Okay, I think we lost that one.
Okay.
Do we want to go to...
Yep. Go ahead.
Go ahead, caller. You're on the Jesus Chatline.
Hello?
Yes, you're with Richard and Steven. Do you have a comment on the recent shooting at the screening?
I was very unhappy and disappointed with that guy's actions.
Yeah, that's us too.
Us too, yes.
That's well put. Very well put.
I was actually banging it out with my wife when it happened, and it was very upsetting. I started crying, but just kept on railing her in the ass. It was pretty awesome, actually.
Welcome back to the program. For victims of violence. O Lord of hosts, restore us. If your face shine upon us, then we shall be safe. Hear our prayer, O Lord, rouse your power and come. We are in the dark with no light to lead our way. We stumble and fall without your beacon of peace to guide us. O Lord of hosts, restore us. If your face shine upon us, then we shall be safe. Lord, we beseech you to show yourself, come to our aid. In our despair, assist us to break free of the violence. Hearts, homes, and communities, O Lord of hosts, restore us. If your face shine upon us, I'm sorry, I can't, I'll try and finish, but we shall be safe. I'm sorry, it all hit home with the recent violence. It was very disturbing, of course, but it's times like this where we need to turn to the Lord for healing and move forward. And that's what we're attempting to do tonight. We're taking your phone calls on the tragedy and anything else that you have to speak to us about. That's what we're here for tonight. So without further delay, Richard, if you'd like to continue with the calls, we'll move on.
Okay. Hello, caller. You're live on the Jesus Chatline on Montclair Public Access.
Who is this?
This is Richard.
All right, Richard. I have a complaint, actually.
Okay. What's...
Last week I purchased my own Neon Bible. It was only $29.99, and very good price. It was a very good book, too. The only complaint is that when I got my package, the box was filled with SpaghettiOs, and I was wondering if I could get a refund, because I'm not a fan of SpaghettiOs.
Hello, caller. You're live on the Jesus Chatline on Montclair Public Access.
Yes, hello?
Yes, you're live on the program. Go ahead.
Yes, what were you guys laughing at in the prayer earlier?
No, there was no laughter during a prayer. I can assure you of that.
Yep, they're... no. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. We're going to take... we'll try this call. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air with Richard and Steven.
Hi, can you hear me this time?
Yes, go ahead.
We hear you loud.
Fine, hi. I'm Steve Rogers. I was at ChristCon 2010 with you guys. I was one of the bands, Bondage and Jesus. But, I was at your panel on racial harmony and the parallels of now and pioneer times. I want to say, you guys are scholarly, you're inspiring. I really did enjoy your presentation. I was wondering, do you think you guys will ever be back?
Oh, absolutely. That was a wonderful event.
It was a great weekend.
It was well received. We were treated so well.
Yeah,
I mean,
really were.
It was. We will be back at that event. Absolutely.
We will next year.
Awesome. Guys, my band is sponsored by Ampland, and Ampland was what was actually hosting part of the convention.
Okay, we don't want to give out any kind of URLs because we don't know where they lead. The only one we give out is jesuschatline.com, and that is absolutely. We don't have many rules here, but that's one of them. So
yeah, no, but getting back to ChristCon, I had the moment to talk to the founder of Christ Plug.
Right. Yes.
So
yes.
for those of you who are unaware of Christ Plug, it's a add-on that integrates into your Firefox web program. So that when you're surfing the web or the internet, it actually filters out servers that aren't Christian, which is one heck of an interesting idea. Like the work that they're doing there is really great. So check it out. It's called Christ Plug, and it integrates with your web program to filter your search results by religion.
It's really, really interesting because not only does it filter in terms of religious content, but it actually guides you to religious content.
Yeah.
So, and I tried to punch in the most obscure things. Like, for example, I typed in cheese sandwich, just anything, right?
Yeah.
And it actually guided me to recipes from like religious websites.
Really?
Yeah. Like, so, there were...
Wow.
So
It's
you knew
unique
that
how
in
that
the
works.
forums, like, for example, when someone is finished with the recipe for the cheese sandwich, normally you'll get, the comments underneath. Like,
yeah. Like where they write what they think.
And you can't control that. So it's a lot of, well, I tried the sandwich and it was terrible. And why don't you... I hope you... whatever. I'm not going to get into it. But with the Christ Plug, it guided me to a page that had the recipe, and then all the comments were, the sandwich was wonderful. Thank you. I served it at our church picnic. And that is the power of the Christ Plug.
You see, that's what makes it really helpful as a tool, is that it really helps to filter out a lot, because there's a lot of excess fat that needs to be trimmed off the internet.
Have you seen some of the things that are on the internet? I mean,
so check it out, everybody. It's called Christ Plug, and I don't know if is it for download yet, or do you have to?
It was CD? In some sort of beta or Charlie phase or something like that. But I think it's ready to go. The makers of
I think you mean like it's just beta phase.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The makers of Christ Plug have assured us that it is now ready for a download.
Yeah.
And believe me, you owe it to yourself. You really owe it to yourself to check it out for sure.
Yeah. So it's stuff like that. It's exciting innovations in Christian technology. In Christian ideology, and it's a place of like minds to meet together and share these ideas.
And where's it all going to go?
Where's it going to stop?
It's not.
That's the best part. All right, we're going to go right to the West Coast here. Hello, caller. You're live on the Jesus Chatline.
Hi. What's your opinion on the website 4chan?
We don't allow any URLs of any other websites. Only JesusChatline.com.
Hello, caller. You're live on the hello. Okay. Well, I hear your television set. Please turn down your set and call back. Okay.
We're going to go to the East Coast now. You're on live with Richard Burnish and Steven. Go ahead.
Hi, my name's Big Jimmy, and I kind of have a request, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, me and my wife have been trying to conceive for some time now, and Lord hasn't gifted us the will to have a child yet. And I was just wondering if you could put me in your prayers for tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
We could actually do a prayer for you.
I really
can.
I really appreciate that. I really do. It's been a big part of my life, and I wanted to name one of them after you.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well,
figure name Richard. I mean, it means Dick, but I mean Richard. Very positive name.
Okay. Welcome back. Just want to say, everybody, just tuning in at home on Montclair Public Access TV3. We are now entering the last few segments of the Jesus Chatline. So you can still have some time to call in. We have two lines open at the bottom of the screen to speak with Chad. That's 1-510-423-0637 and 510-423-0638. So call in and get your calls queued up. While we're going to wait for the calls to the board to light up here, they're slowly coming in. We're going to stop and do a quick go through our email segments here for the children's chat line. Okay, and for everybody who wants to get their birthday in on the children's chat line, please just send an email to children'schatline@jesuschatline.com. It's kind of confusing, but it's children's chatline at jesuschatline.com. So the first, let's go to our first birthday here. 1 second. It's just going to take a sec here. Okay. All right. So first off, we have Jody, who's turning 10 years old. Happy birthday, Jody. Then we have young Sarah here, who's turning 7. Happy birthday. Jake, just no age here. Remember to write your birthday, Jake. Happy birthday. How old you're turning. Happy birthday, though. I hope you have a good one. Okay, we have Darnell, who's looking sharp, wouldn't you say, Stephen?
He is looking sharp,
Looking
yes,
good,
in
looking
that
good.
wonderful dress shirt and the
is.
brown tie.
Happy birthday, Darnell. We have Emily. It's also her birthday. Happy birthday. Leanna, happy birthday. Okay. Chad, do we have a name on this one here?
This one was Rory.
No.
That one.
Yeah, the young black girl here.
Oh.
How old is she?
She's 8 years old. And
Chad, do we know her name?
I don't think we have a name.
Okay,
Please remember to write your name on the back of your photograph so that when it gets scanned in, we also scan the back too, so we know what's what.
Okay. We have another one here from Jackie, who it was her 20th birthday. She's in looks like New York here.
It looks like the Big Apple.
It really does. Yeah. Okay, we got a family shot here at Niagara Falls. That's very cool.
They're over a barrel.
And we have, okay. All right. Happy birthday here to, is it Cecil?
It's either Cecil or Cecil. I'm not sure how you pronounce it.
Okay, well, just a big happy birthday. To everybody from the Jesus Chatline on the Children's Chatline. And if you want your birthday, please email it in to children'schatline@jesuschatline.com. So let's take a look at the phone lines here.
Okay, let's go to our next caller, who is on the West Coast. Go ahead, you're live with Richard and Steven. Go ahead, caller. Okay, we're just going to move on because we have a lot of calls we want to get in before...
Okay, we can... Go ahead.
Okay, we'll try this one here. Go ahead, caller. Okay. You want to...
Hello?
Oh, go ahead.
Go.
Hey, I just wanted to say you guys are awesome and not to let anyone rustle your jimmies.
Kind of...
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you for that. Thanks for...
Welcome.
Thank you. Okay.
And did you have any other comments, or is that it?
No, that's it.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for calling.
God bless you.
I don't... it's hard sometimes when some of the joke calls get through, but I think for the most part it's been a great night. So.
You know, it can be unfortunate. There's a select few people that try and ruin it for everybody.
Yeah.
And we can't let that happen. We monitor all of the IP addresses that are for the computer that ties to when they call in. It's logged into the spreadsheet, I think, and we could find out who's calling in to ruin,
we have the right.
Yeah.
That's the positive part of paying taxes. And our organization, our church, pays all its taxes. And as such, as taxpayers, we're entitled to the law on our side. And the law is on our side when it comes to dealing with troublemakers.
They are, yeah. So a couple calls have gotten through to get a cheap laugh. Well, they won't be laughing when the police will be contacting them, because you can't call in on a show and just say those whatever you want. You can't do that.
There's repercussions.
There is. So, what do you say we take another call?
Yeah. Do you want to?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. We're going to move along now to this one. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, dude, I'm on the air.
Yeah, you're live on the Jesus Chatline on Montreal.
Oh, that's awesome. I've been calling for hours.
Well, welcome. Well, you finally made it.
Okay.
Yeah, you have.
So, there's this person on Facebook, and she's totally breaking the rules. And I was wondering what you think I should do about it.
Well, what kind of rules?
Yeah,
Are we
what kind of
talking
rules?
about like vulgar material being posted, or what?
Well, see, she's there's a 4chan chat line thing. Sorry, this lag's really annoying. I'm gonna take my headphones out really quick. Hold on. But yeah, so she's like totally trying to spread lies and stuff about you guys, and I just think that's messed up because you guys are like awesome, you know?
Well, thank you.
You know what
Yeah.
I think that our track record speaks for itself. A couple little lies in an ocean of truth is just a drop in the bucket, and I don't think that's going to do anything to tarnish our reputation whatsoever. If it should get out of hand, though, there is a man who runs Facebook who we have a connection to who will help. But thank you for your call.
Thank you.
Wait, so...
Hello, caller. You're live on the...
Hello?
Okay, thank you, caller.
Am I still online?
Yes. Do we have 2 calls going?
Yeah, should I...
Is there anything these 2 callers would maybe like to say to each other?
It doesn't...
Wait, I have a question.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Thank you for your call.
Okay, yeah. Sorry about that, caller. We crossed the lines. Go ahead. You're live on the program.
Hi, I just, what's it called? Sorry, this lag's really bad. I just like to say, like, I'd like to give a shout out to all my Satanist friends. Just like they smoke that, watch My Little Pony, and hail Satan.
So I can't
make that out. No. We're gonna go on now.
Just want to remind everyone to add us to Facebook if you like what you're seeing. Go to jesuschatline.com. If somebody could please, Chad, can you put that on the graphic? No? Okay. Well, it's jesuschatline.com, and from there you could add us on Facebook to share pictures and share your stories and interact with us.
And view tweets are on there.
Yeah, we have tweets on that.
And it's good. Okay, we're going to go now to our next caller. Go ahead.
Hey, how you doing? I was actually given this number by a friend of mine to help get my life back in track.
Good.
On track, I think is what he meant to say.
Yeah.
What did he
say?
In track.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So
go ahead.
for a while, I've been indulging in these things called bath salts, and they're not very good for you. Like one time, a couple years back, I found myself. I don't know how I got there in a movie theater, and I noticed when there was a man dressed like a turtle on the screen who bit off the nose of another man, such filth like that, I was in trouble.
And this was something you were imagining, or was it something that was you were witnessing?
I came back to reality, and it was a movie, and it featured a man dressed like a turtle, and he did some unholy things, biting off the nose of another man. But that's not the only thing that I've done. My friend told me that my choice of music definitely influenced by the drugs, and bands like Nickelback. Things are getting pretty bad right now.
Well, if you found the sound and the groove of Nickelback to be quite, maybe you should check out something like POD. It's a good Christian rock group that are very close to Nickelback.
Oh, and another one, a good friend of the program actually is Adam Faith and his band Resurrector.
And another great one to check out would be the former guitar player from Korn, Brian Welsh, has a good.
Isn't that one of those Seton bands, Korn?
Yeah, no, I'm not Korn. He left Korn and he started a Christian rock group.
That's good. He got his life track.
Yeah, Brian Welsh. If you want to check him out, he's got some good beats.
Do you guys have any? I like music and all, but do you guys have any good, ways so I can get off the salts? The bath salts.
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with.
I've been trying to look this up while
what do you mean by bath salts?
Talking, I'm looking up Cure.
See, there are these crystals that you put in
drugs?
your nose. Yeah, it's a drug.
Oh, it's drugs.
And it's factory made, I'm presuming?
Yeah, I believe so. I'm not sure where it comes from, but
Okay, well, you need to stop all of that. I mean, have you been? Do you regularly attend church?
Once a month. I probably should do it more.
Yeah, you really do. I mean, seeking the help of your pastor would be a great start. Addiction to drugs is a very serious thing. It could put you on the path. Do you mind if I tell the story? Steven used to be a long distance. Go ahead. I think you better tell this story.
Well, I think it's no secret to any regular viewer of the program, but I was a long distance trucker.
Yeah.
And like many young men at the time, I was lured by what is termed the romance of trucking. And let me tell you, there were certainly a lot of evils on the road. Stopping at roadside. There was. I mean, having a glass of old granddad and getting behind the wheel of a big rig.
Drinking and driving.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
That happened. That really did happen, and I'm ashamed of it. But
you're over it.
I am. I mean, look now.
Yeah, through the power of Christ, he has turned his life around, and that's what you need. If you're only going to church once a month, you know what? That isn't good enough. You need to go and you need to donate.
Well, I'm actually kind of scared because last time I was at the church, there was some actually illegal activities going on behind it. I don't think the pastors themselves had to do with it, but, it's kind of getting kind of a dangerous place.
A pastor wouldn't do that.
He would not.
I think it was more of like people working for the pastor.
No. Steven?
No. Yeah. That would
maybe one of the kids that.
No.
Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. It's a plane flying over.
Yes.
A pastor would not do that. He has obligation.
A pastor would not do that, nor would the men working for the pastor.
Hello, caller. You're live on the Jesus Chatline on Montclair Public Access TV3. We're taking a look at the clock here, and it's already, is it 8:30?
It's half past the hour here.
Yeah. And we got to be winding this down soon, so we're going to take a couple more calls. You're
Hello.
live. Yeah, you're live on the air.
Hi, my name is Brett, and I was wondering if you guys have seen the movie All Dogs Go to Heaven.
I'm familiar with it.
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering, do cats and gerbils and birds go to heaven too?
Animals actually do not go to heaven. I'm sorry to...
Animals don't go to heaven?
No.
Oh, that's kind of fucked up.
Stop that one.
Works. Both people win.
I agree with that fully.
Well,
is that a little hot, Chad, or no?
Oh, is it too loud, Chad?
I don't. Maybe it's not.
All right.
Okay. So we're now here for our final segment, and we'd like to thank everybody for being here this evening. We really appreciate the calls. What we're going to deal with in the last segment here is the recent Colorado shootist. We have a segment here where we have opposing views, because I think usually you don't hear opposing viewpoints from Richard and I, but we have a little bit of an opposing viewpoint. So what we'd like to do is present those viewpoints, and then for our final calls, we'd like to open it up to just that topic. Recently, there was a tragic event in Colorado. I'm not even going to go over it, because unless you have been hiding somewhere in a cave, you know the details. There was a man named John Holmes, I believe, who committed a very terrible act. And I guess we try to make sense of these things when they happen, and it can be very difficult. But I would like to present perhaps a little bit of a controversial viewpoint. I'm not going to deny this, but I'd like you to consider the fact that this man was used as an instrument to punish.
In what way?
To punish the sinner. We're talking about a movie that is very violent. It is a movie where people witness acts of violence for entertainment. And in this day and age, I don't find that acceptable myself. I don't think any movie like Batman or whatever it is appropriate. And I just want people to consider that maybe this man was used as an instrument of punishment.
By who?
By God.
So, well, let me see if I understand your point of view here, Stephen. So you're saying that God was punishing the people that were in the movie theater? That's ridiculous.
I'm asking you just to consider that viewpoint. Consider the viewpoint. Do you remember? When?
No, hold on. So you're saying because they were partaking in violence, they were supporting a violent show, and by going to it, that God was punishing them.
Do you remember when the earth was flooded?
No.
Well, there was Noah's Ark.
The Ice Age? Oh, okay.
There was Noah's Ark, and it rained heavy for 40 days and 40 nights, and it flooded the earth, everyone except for Noah.
Yeah, I remember that.
And a couple other men were on there. and a woman and some animals.
Go on.
So what I'm getting at here is that it happened once before on a very grand scale. Consider this, Richard, if the whole entire earth was destroyed except for a few men and a woman and some animals,
yes.
Do you think it would be that much of a stretch for 15 or 20 people to be killed in a theater?
I don't agree. I don't think that supporting that violent movie was worthy of death. I don't think that God would willingly choose to kill those people. I saw photographs. I saw photography of him in the courtroom, and his hair was dyed rainbow, or the colors that the kids have
these days.
And that was not a messenger of God. But you know what? We disagree. But
I have an opposing viewpoint.
Let's take some calls.
So for the remainder of the program, we're going to ask that the calls are on this topic. If they're not, we're going to move on.
Okay.
I have one lined. Do you have any?
No, go ahead. Let's hear what they say.
And I want to know what your viewpoints are. I want to know if I'm off base or if Richard is off base. Welcome to the program. What is your thoughts on the shootist?
The shooting?
Yes.
It's an absolute tragedy.
Okay, but phrasing your idea there?
I'm just wondering if you think perhaps this man, Holmes, was used as an instrument of punishment for the people witnessing the violent movie.
I cannot say that God would punish innocent people just for going to a movie like this.
See, I agree. Okay, well, thank you for your point.
Well,
let's go to the next.
That's one viewpoint.
Let's keep them short and
we're going to keep them short.
We want to hear what you guys think.
Caller, please give us your viewpoint on the shootist.
I actually agree with his point of view.
Okay.
With my point of view?
Well, I know your point of view. Your point of view is wrong in my opinion. I actually believe the shooter's point of view. He's Dark Knight. Hey, where are you going?
I think that's...
Fuck you.
That's a joke.
Okay. Next one.
Okay, move on to the next caller. What is your opinion on the shootist?
Okay, now listen to me. Steven, he couldn't be more right about this. I mean, this guy, this shooter guy, let me tell you something. He's the second coming of God, okay? This is Jesus' best friend. I have no doubt in my mind that this guy went to church every day and he talks to God on a personal level and he got instructions to kill these sinners. I mean, anyone without a brain, I mean, no offense, Richard, you're great. I love you, but you really need to think about it. How could this possibly happen? Like, nobody's this crazy. This is an act of God. I mean, in the way on the media this guy is being portrayed, it's nuts. Everybody's trying to make this guy a villain, send him to jail. This guy, we should be making statues of this guy. We should have monuments to him at the freaking Vatican. Because this guy, he's the best thing that's ever happened to this world. Jeez. I mean, you watch Fox News, and they're like,
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's one for you.
Kind of. I mean, I think he goes a little bit further than what I'm saying. Believe me, I'm not suggesting we should start making statues and worshiping this man, nor should we worship any human being.
No, but his opinion was maybe he felt that he was the Son of God.
Well, I don't believe that, but I do believe that perhaps the man...
I don't either.
We can agree on that, Richard.
Yeah.
We can agree on that. We have some common ground. Are you willing to accept my point of view, though?
No, not right now. I don't think that God would punish these people, but let's we want to hear what everyone else thinks.
Okay. What is your opinion on the shootist?
Oh, hello?
Yes.
My opinion... Wait.
Yeah, go ahead. We're waiting.
Wait, am I in the air? It's kind of lagging. Okay.
Yeah, you're live. Turn down your television, please.
I am very disappointed on what you said.
Turn down your television. That's what's confusing you.
Yes, but I don't think God would tell a guy to do that.
Okay, next.
And you smell like a Pikachu's ass.
Okay.
That will not...
Did that go on the... Yeah.
No, I think that one didn't. And you're not going to, present your viewpoint. You won't rumble either one of us.
Both phone lines are open. For the West and the East, they're at the bottom of the screen.
Yes. What is your opinion on this Batman?
Am I on there?
Yes, you are.
Well, I'm just saying before the break, I heard your friend to the right there. Pretty sure he said the G word.
Someone said a word?
Next.
Yeah.
I don't... go ahead, caller. We're talking about the opposing viewpoints of the shooting.
Hello. I would like to say that I agree with Steven's viewpoint.
Okay.
I believe he was sent in, if I'm not saying that you should have watched the movies before it, but as the Guru Lakhnit, if you see the movies before it, you understand that the movie predicted this. The movies predicted this shooting. This is a clear sign of the Lord that this should have happened. I mean, they say that they're taking down Gotham because of the crime in the hate. And this is why he was shot. The man shoots them because they were promoting evil. They were promoting violence because they were seeing the movie. If you see the violence, if you're exposed to the violence, you will become violent. These are my own teachings.
That's a great point, and I agree fully.
Good.
I would never go see a movie like that. Have you seen that film?
No, I have not.
I would not go to it.
I wouldn't go to it either, but I still wouldn't. I don't think that they should be killed.
You're not expecting to get shot going to a movie like that.
How could you even entertain that idea? Like they were killed, Steve.
I'm entitled to my counterpoint.
Well, your counterpoint is wrong.
It's not.
Gentlemen, let the Guru Lakhnit help you calm down. Now, you see, what do you need? You both need the harmony. You need the peace. You need to learn that you are friends. You two are friends. You have been together for a long time. You have different opinions. Do not split the own inter-hate between you. Love one another. Be brothers.
It sounds like perhaps this man has speaking of opposing viewpoints, it sounds like this man possibly has an opposing religion than us. For example, I think this man may roast goats in his living room and wave plane tickets in the air.
Caller?
Hello?
Yeah, hello. Just kind of wondering, whose side are you on this one?
Steven, the one who thinks it was an act, and I
Okay.
yeah, the one who
okay,
thinks
well,
it's an act
talk.
of God.
We'll explain that too. Let's hear your point of view.
Well, I mean, I take scriptures like 1 Samuel 15:3, where it says, "Go attack the Amalekites and destroy everything that belongs to them. Do not spare them. Put them to death, men and women." I mean, you know, God is a loving God, but at the same time, if people who disobey God will suffer God's wrath.
And they did suffer his wrath.
They did.
So maybe the shooter was. You know, I will entertain the idea now.
Okay,
that
that's all I'm asking,
Maybe the
Richard.
shooter was the hand of God. Maybe those people deserve to die.
You know, we have no way of knowing. I'm just putting it out there as a possibility that maybe we need to consider this. I mean, who knows when we may be called to be an instrument, you know?
Well, that's an interesting point. Well, I think we're looking at the clock. It's nearly the end of the show. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with our sign-off. We'll be right back.
Love.
And we are back. Okay, so this is the end of the program. Thank you so much for watching tuning in and watching the Jesus Chatline. We had a lot of fun, and we tackled some interesting issues.
We tackled some hard issues.
Yep. And I think we helped out today.
I think we did too. We'd like to thank everybody for joining us. All our callers and all our viewers, you really contributed to the program, and we'd like to thank you. Would you like to end with a prayer, Richard?
Did you have one in mind?
I do. Our last segment was a little bit controversial, and I think regardless of what your viewpoint is, I think we need to recognize the victims of the tragedy. So I guess we'll just say this. Dear Lord of mercy and Father of comfort, you are the one I turn to for help in moments of weakness and times of need. I ask you to be with you. Send out your words and heal victims of violence. Please send your healing word to your servant. In the name of Jesus, drive out violence. Amen.
Amen. Okay. Well,
and I think
that about does it.
That's going to do it for this evening.
Okay.
Thank you, and we will be back very soon. Check our webpage at jesuschatline.com for our future broadcasts.
And don't forget to add us to Facebook to find out when the next show will be. And stop by and say hey and chat with some of us. It's a good Christian group.
Yes.
Okay, well, this is Richard and Steven saying...
Oh, did you want to play your guitar, Richard, to take us out?
I'm not sure if it's in the room. No.
It's not?
It's there, no.
Here, I'll get it for you.
Okay.
He's a little shy, but Richard is quite a good...
Okay, we're going to do
he's quite the guitar player.
Okay. Let's play a little sign-off music. If you could, what should we play?
Very nice, Richard. Should we close with Pay the Price, perhaps?
I don't remember that.
Don't remember it? Okay. Well, then we'll just...
No, I think that's it.
Okay. Well, then thank you for watching, everybody. And we will see you all again soon on the Jesus Chatline. Good night.
Amen.